What do you do when your portfolio is empty? In this video, we're going to explore a self-imposed project to create content and fill some pages on that empty portfolio. Welcome to another episode of Jesus Conde Art. Something that I don't do at all on my job is cartoony things. So as a challenge, I will be doing an animated style concept art. A few days ago, I watched for the first time something called Pixar Popcorn on Disney+. This immediately reminded me of my beginnings, when I first wanted to become a digital artist. I think almost every digital artist has a Pixar-related story to them, thanks to Toy Story. Personally, I really like Finding Nemo movie. It's one of my favorites. If I open the artbook from Finding Nemo, the first thing you notice is almost every concept is either made in pencil or pastel chalks. I wondered if I could replicate some of that on digital. I set a goal to myself. I had to do 3 character designs, 1 character sheet, and 3 environment paintings. But first of all, you need inspiration, right? Look for reference and all that. On Finding Nemo making of documentary, they go scuba diving, but YouTube budget is not enough for that. So I just went for the next thing that I could afford, which was just going to the aquarium, of course, and the internet. It may seem silly, but doing this kind of thing really helps. You also get some nice memories, especially if you go with someone. When I got back home, I could feel the ideas on my head, so I just put Finding Nemo soundtrack and closed my eyes. And now, time to paint some environments. I used Michael Adam's brushes. Some of them really get close to what I wanted with the chalk feeling on the paintings. If you want to know more about these brushes, there's a link in the description. The reef paintings came fairly quick. I used big brush strokes and tried to be as colorful as I could. I really wanted to have that traditional feeling to them. Using a big brush was a huge help in terms of time, and I tried as much as I could to not change it. That first painting came out a bit too realistic. I think it didn't look too cartoony. Second shot. I needed more color and more round shapes. I think this is heading in the right direction. I like the contrast between the colors, even though the ocean looks a bit dark. All that said, I think the palette is looking a bit better. Third is the charm, isn't it? Let's do a lighter background. Reef coral and plants look better in the other ones, maybe because the shapes were more simplified. Even though I feel like my brain exploded, I'm very happy with the result of this last one, especially how they look like traditional medium without getting too much into detail. Next are the characters, but I'm completely lost when it comes to cartoony character design, so I allowed myself to do some exploration on paper first. And just as I thought, I had no idea. Total failure. But I wasn't going to quit, so I tried as many versions as I could until I liked something. I needed to be a fish, but not a Nemo ripoff. And if you thought doing the fish design was difficult, trying to do a different expression and making it look like if it was the same fish is a nightmare. I just took an example, an image from the book, and tried to translate the images to what I was doing. Even with that help, it was super difficult to me, believe me. But remember that on a real job, you will probably have to do real hard tasks, on time, and with the specific parameters, and a lot of feedbacks. It will be silly to think it was going to be easy. It will be good if you make up a deadline for yourself on this and try to produce as much as you can to fill your portfolio. I thought maybe a little baby crab will give this task a nice touch. After doing some drawings on a cafe, these are the results. I think I'm learning more than I thought with this experiment, and I'm really happy with the result. Doing this kind of self-imposed projects can be really helpful in your path to becoming a concept artist, especially if you're figuring out what you want to do. When you do it this way, you create images that look like parts of a whole and not just random images with lots of different topics without any connection. Looks a bit more professional, you know? It was also really hard to me to reset my mind and do this kind of style. Remember to name the images properly so a producer, art director, or a recruiter can address to them quickly and without any trouble. If you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comments or suggest another one that you would like me to concentrate on. Have a great day, and thank you for watching another episode of Jesus Conde Art.